lovely students. Teacher Lucy is back, and this is English time for you. Enjoy learning. As we all know, there are varieties of clocks and watches, but regardless of the shapes and sizes, they have one main function, that is to tell the time, and time is measured in hours and minutes. Telling the time is not just about the hour and minutes of the clock. In order to tell the correct time, we need to know the meaning of the following words. O'clock. An apostrophe is used in o'clock because this word is actually a contraction of the phrase of the clock. Of the clock, in short, means o'clock. Next is quarter past. In an hour, quarter means 15 minutes. So quarter past means 15 minutes after. Another one is quarter to. This means 15 minutes to. And then half past. Half in the clock, or in an hour rather, means 30 minutes. Half past means 30 minutes after. A clock has numbers in hands. The long hand is actually the minute hand, and the short hand is the hour hand. How are we going to use a clock in telling the time? We use it if the hour has no minutes, such as 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and 12 o'clock. In this picture, the time is 2 o'clock. In another way, we can just write number 2 and then o'clock. Look at this figure. We already know the meaning of o'clock, quarter past, half past, and quarter to. Next, we're going to see how past and to are used in the clock. For 1 to 30 minutes, we use past after the minutes. And for minutes 31 to 59, we use to after the minutes. Let's assume that the time is 10 o'clock. So we say it is 5 past 10. It is also correct to say it is 5 minutes past 10. It is 10 past 10. It is quarter past 10. Or it is a quarter past 10. It is 20 past 10. It is 25 past 10. It is half past 10. It is 25 to 11. It is 20 to 11. It is a quarter to 11. It is quarter to 11 is correct. It is 10 to 11. It is 5 to 11. And it is 11 o'clock. There are two common ways to tell the time. The first way is to say the hour and then the minutes. This is the American way of telling the time. Look at the following examples. It's 6:25. It's 8:05. It's incorrect to say it's 8:05, but we say 8:01, 8:02, 8:03 until 8:09. Next, it's 9:11 and then it's 2:34. The second way to tell the time is say the minutes first and then the hour. This is the British way of telling the time. We have learned earlier that for minutes 1 to 30, we use past after the minutes. And then for 31 to 59 minutes, we use to after the minutes. These are examples. It's a quarter past 3. It's 25 past 11. It's 18 past 4. It's 9 to 9. It's 1 to 3. It's 25 to 3. When we are going to ask for the time right now, we use two common question forms, such as, what time is it? Or, what is the time? If we are going to ask for the time, especially from a stranger, the more polite way to say is, could you tell me the time, please? If we are going to ask at what time a specific event will happen, we use these question forms. What time and then the event? When and then the event? Look at these examples. What time does the flight to London leave? When does the flight to London leave? So if the flight is going to leave at 5:30 in the afternoon, our answer would be, the flight to London leaves at 5:30 in the afternoon. Or just simply say, it leaves at 5:30 in the afternoon. What time does the bus arrive from Bangkok? When does the bus arrive from Bangkok? What time does the conference begin? When does the conference begin? We don't normally use the 24-hour clock in English. We use AM for the morning and PM for the afternoon, evening, and night. In fact, like many words and phrases in the English language, AM is short for a Latin phrase ante meridiem, or before midday, while PM is short for post meridiem, which means after midday. AM or PM can be written in four ways. Look at this. So AM and PM can be written in the upper cases and lower cases, and with or without periods after each letter is correct. In writing AM or PM, Remember to be consistent. Observe the sentence. Why is AM and PM inconsistent? Look at how AM and PM are written. The letters A and M are in the upper cases, while PM are in the lower cases with a period after each letter. Compare these sentences and see how AM and PM are used. I leave for work at 8 in the morning and get home at a quarter to 6 in the evening. See, there is consistency in using AM and PM. For 12 o'clock, there are four expressions in English. First is 12 o'clock. Next is noon or midday, and then midnight. Do we use AM or PM at midday? How about for midnight? Is it correct to say 12 o'clock in the morning or 12 o'clock at night? Instead of saying 12 a.m. or 12 p.m., the safest way is to say 12 midday or 12 noon and then 12 midnight. In English, we use the regular time, not the military time. In the 12-hour clock, the hours go from 12 to 12 twice a day. So we must use AM or PM. For the 24-hour clock, the hours go from 0 to 23. So time is always shown as 4 digits. Military time doesn't use AM or PM. Here's the summary of our lesson. There are two common ways to tell the time. First is to say the hour and then the minutes. And the second is to say the minutes plus past or to and then the hour. There are two question forms if we are going to ask for the time right now. We say, "What time is it?" or "What is the time?" If we ask for the time at what a specific event is going to happen, we say, "What time and then the event?" or "When and then the event." Example, "What time does she go to work?" or "When does she go to work?" We use o'clock if the hour has no minutes. Ante-meridiem and post-meridiem. We use AM for the morning time and then PM for the afternoon, evening, and night time. Look at this figure. Assume that it is 4 o'clock. Now, tell the time in two ways using 5 minutes interval. So start from 4 o'clock and then 4:05 until 4:55. These must be your answers. first is to say the hour and then the minutes. And the second is to say the minutes plus past or to and then the hour. And now, answer the following exercises and send your answers to my email address, lucialblumichao@gmail.com. Read and understand the statement, then write the correct answer. You can do it. Goodbye, students. Have a nice day.